Boys and girls, journal page 132, section 6.5. Find the new amount. So number one, this is 120 books increased by 55%. Well, 55% of what? 55% of the 120. So I could do this problem. 55% of 120 is what this increased by, which is 0.55 times 120. So all I have to do is multiply 0.55 times 120, and that gives us 66. Now we have to remember that's how much this increased by. So if 120 books increased by 66, my new amount, because that's what it's looking for, the new amount would be 186 books. That's 120 increased by 55%. We had to find out what 55% was. Now we could also use our percent change equation. Remember, that's the percent over 100, the change over the original. So when I set that up, our change is what I'm looking for. So I'll just put a C up there for change. The original is my 120 books. It's going to increase by 55%, which is 55 over 100. So now I do 55 times 120, 6,600, and that equals C times 100, 100C. Now I divide both sides by 100 to find out what that change is. And change equals 6,600 divided by 100 would be 66. That's how much it changed. Well, I'm not done because I still need to know 120 books increased by 66. Now I'm back here. 120 plus 66 equals 186 books. So two ways to do that problem. Really end up being the same way, but this is like using the percent equation, and this is more like using the percent proportion. Number two. 80 members decreased by 65%. 65% of what? Well, 65% of the 80. So I want to find out what 65% of 80 would be. So 65% is 0.65. Of means times. 80 means 80. And 65% of 80 equals 52. That's good because my members are going to increase or decrease. It better increase or decrease by a whole number, right? We don't want to increase or decrease our membership by like 20.3 people. Same thing with the books over here. It better turn out to be a whole number. Well, anyway, it decreased this time by 52. So I started with 80 and I'm decreasing by 52, so a subtraction problem. 28. My new membership is 28. Oh, no. 80 members decreased by 65% is 28. So I lost 52 members. I only have 28 members left. Okay, so now we're going into the percent change equation, or proportion. So we're going to use this change over original equals percent over 100, just like I have up here. 25 points to 50 points. So 25 to 50, that's a 25-point change. I subtract these two to find out how much it changed. 50 minus 25 is 25. My original is 25. That equals my percent, I'll put P up here for percent, over 100. So 25 over 25 equals what over 100? Well, I could do cross products, but here I can see I just multiply by 4 here. So I multiply by 4 here. And 25 times 4 is 100. Percent equals 100%. Number 4. I'm going to use this same equation. 125 invitations to 75 invitations. Oh, going back to this one, it's 100% and it went up. So I do have to write increase. Increase. 100% increase. Okay, now back to number 4. We can see that number 4 is decreasing because it's going down. But on top of this equation, I put the change. So again, I subtract these two. 125 minus 75 is 50. The original is my 125. And that's going to equal my percent over 100. So I can do cross products here. I could simplify this side to 2 over 5. That would make this quite easy. But I'm going to do cross products this time. So P times 125 is 125P. And 50 times 100 is 5,000. If I divide both sides by 125, I get P equals, and 5,000 divided by 125 is 40. So my percent is 40%, and it was a decrease. So 40% decrease. I'll rewrite that equation on the top of this page. We have change over original equals my percent over 100. So we're on to number 5. My change, remember, is I subtract these. 32 minus 28 is 4. The original is my 32 equals the percent change over 100. And I could do cross products again. 32P, 32 times P for this product is 32P, equals 4 times 100, which is 400. Divide both sides by 32. And I get P equals 12.5. When you do this division, you get 12.5. So my percent is 12.5%, and it is a decrease because the numbers were going down. Decrease. I'll do number 6 right here. 7 players to 10 players. So if the change is 3, because I subtract those two, the original is my 7 equals P over 100. P times 7 is 7P. 3 times 100 is 300. Divide both sides by 7, and I get P equals 300 divided by 7 to be 429. 42.9, rounded to the nearest tenth. 42.9%, and that was a increase because my numbers were going up. Increase. Finally, number 7. 1 week, 72 people got a speeding ticket. The next week, only 36 people got a speeding ticket. What is the percent change in the speeding tickets? So we still do change over original equals P over 100. The change, 72 minus 36 is 36, so 36 on the top. And we started at 72, that was the first week, so that's the original, equals P over 100. And I can do cross products, so 72P equals 3,600. Divide both sides by 72, and P equals 50. So it's a 50%, and the speeding tickets went down, so a 50% decrease. We will go through this in class, but if you have any questions, make sure that you're raising your hand and getting your questions answered. See ya!